Hey guys, sorry, I think I'm a couple minutes late. This is Reality of Krista Marie and the Who's Starting On podcast. And give me 1 second. This is the Who's Starting On podcast. I don't see anybody in the room yet, but if anybody else is coming into the room, I'll give you a couple minutes. But this is going to be Potomac, and we are going to do a little bit of a recap. And I'm going to talk about Ashley Trashley. Hey guys, I see us. Yeah, so let's get started. I'm going to drop the link. Let me know if you guys hear me okay. My banner on too. There we go. Let me know if you guys hear me all right. If you guys aren't subscribed, get subscribed. If you're listening on the Who Started You On podcast side, you can come over here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and watch the crazy in person. And watch me record these live. I'm going to drop the link. So I do interact with the live chat so that you'll hear me. I'm not really talking to myself. So I'll be right back on the chat. But, camera, sorry. Okay. Yeah, if you guys can see, I'm back in my room. The room I used to do this in. It's not done yet. It's not the way I want it. But anyway, so this is Potomac, and I cannot stand Ashley Trashley or Giselle or Robin or any of them. So, hello, Michelle. Thank you for coming back. Let me drop the call-in link too, just in case. Yeah, sorry, if you're on the podcast side, please also follow the podcast, read it, review it, all that stuff. Don't laugh at my eye. It is half closed. Long story, but wasn't gonna not put my eyelashes on, but I did anyway. It looks kind of funny, but yeah. Okay. I look like I'm on an island. I know I brought my so like I kind of do live on an island. I live down the shore, but like I love my flowers, my plants. And these are real plants. I grew them outside and I brought them in because I wanted to try to save them for like next summer, because I was like, I'm not going to throw them. I'm not going to get like, they usually have to cut them down because it's wintertime, they freeze, you know? So I'm like, I'm going to bring them in this year. And so I brought these 3 in. They're my favorite. I grow them from babies. Michelle, I am a plant freak. I'm like Snow White. You'll see. I'm like, I swear I was Snow White in past life. But anyway, did you watch Potomac? Because listen, I don't know what they're doing to Wendy, but I feel like production has a part in it too. Like they're not being nice either. They are not doing Wendy and her family justice at all. And like they're not helping the situation. Are you gonna by yourself? Oh my god, my cat's by herself. Likes to jump up on the thing when my straightener soon. But I feel like production is not doing her any favors. And it's like, why are they being shady as hell? They had no, like, before you begin this, they had no right at the end to pan to her mom and act like she's doing some voodoo curse thing. You know what I mean? Like, what are they trying to do? And for Ashley to make sure that they brought up the Osu thing on camera, that's just as bad as like they saying like, your husband's cheating on you or whatever. Like if you say it on camera, that's a big deal because that never goes away. You know what I mean? Good morning. I think I forgot to send everybody notifications, but that I was going live, but you guys usually know I'm here anyway. But yeah, I was just saying how I feel like I don't know what they're doing to Wendy, but Ashley Trashley, she can go. Like next season, if I'll be good. If Robin's not here, Robin, Giselle, they can all go. Literally, they can all go because like they're all in on this. And Robin's gonna act like she's friends with this NECA girl. What the heck? Like, are you serious? Like, I'm confused too. Do they know each other? Wendy and her? Did they meet? Did they not meet? I don't know. Like, what? They met at a birthday party. They didn't meet at a birthday party. They met in passing. Their cousins know each other. The brothers know each other. I don't know. Somebody like I don't know. But it was like pretty awful. But like I said, like starting out, I really kind of did recap notes, but like I said, Wendy's not stupid either. You know what I mean? Wendy knows Ashley's not her friend. At least I hope she realizes Wendy's not her friend. I mean, Ashley's not her friend because like she was just trying to create something. Like I said, it's going to affect her and her family, and it did. And the fact that Michael, I don't believe Ashley either that Michael, she doesn't know anything about Michael and Candace's suit. Like, get out of here. Like, first of all, Ashley, like you and Michael are still on your thing. Like, you guys, this is the same thing. Like, nothing has changed except we know what your deal is. Yeah, she's wearing a collar. She's wearing it's a GPS collar. Because I'm like how about my cats. God, my eyes really fucked up, guys. My eyes really fucked, guys. I got something in it really bad. Listen, actually, I'm gonna be honest with you. It was eyelash glue got in it really bad, and I was used to not wear them. But I'm gonna bring up the Michelle. But it looks fucked on it. Oh my god, where'd you go? Did I get rid of you? Oh my god, I think it would drop back down. Come back in. Yeah. Oh, and Mia too. Oh my God. First of all, yeah, Mia can go too, and that's another thing. Mia can go. Yeah, I love it. Proves. Yes, exactly. She proves no loyalty to Wendy, and I love how Bravo do. Bravo did shade her though. Like they did that. What they do that song when she was approaching. Let's make sure she was approaching. But yeah, she wanted to say Sue on camera. You know she did. But you know. Like Robin sits there and says she feels bad for us for we're wasting our time. She feels bad for the people that are sitting home wasting their time worrying about her boring life. Okay, Robin, your boring life. Hey,
that was quick. I didn't know I was gonna come on that quick. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, because I have my headphones on today.
Yeah, it sounds good. Sounds good. So you agree with me, right? Like you feel like Bravo, and what are they doing? Why would they be doing this to Wendy? Like,
I don't get it either. I feel like they are also in an alliance with Giselle and Robin to bring down Wendy. I really don't know what it is. What's interesting, I don't know if you watch Atlanta. You watch Atlanta?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same production company that produces Atlanta, and I just feel like they are slowly letting these shows crumble. Like I look at the other Housewives shows, specifically Miami and Beverly Hills and stuff. Even Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City has come back with a vengeance. So I feel like watching
it just got muffled.
I'm sorry, say it again?
It just got muffled a little bit.
I know. Hold on, I might have to just take it off my headset.
It was good in the beginning. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this thing with this headset is weird. It costs money, but they suck.
I know. I had so many pair. Like when I first started this, I have like a whole basket of like earpads, everything, and I'm like, forget it. I just don't even use them anymore. But take your time. I don't know if you have to get your things situated, but yeah, I couldn't even take. I'm like, first of all, we got Ashley Trashley. Then Robin sitting there saying it. The table wants to say something to Robin, but she's going to say to Karen that everybody's out here wasting their time worrying about her boring life. Okay, her boring life, right? First of all, your life's not boring. Your life's pretty interesting. You just keep it behind the paywall. You know what I'm saying? Like you decided to keep the most interesting thing that's ever happened to you. It was Juan cheating on you again behind the paywall and not give us anything. And man, my eyes can't see it. It looks weird. Let me hide it. You there?
Yeah, I'm back. Can you hear me?
That's perfect. Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to take myself off the camera because I'm in the middle of doing my hair and I don't want to show that. Anyway.
My eyes all fucked. Oh, I cursed again. So darn it. My eye is so bad. I got eye glue in it, right? But did you think I would not wear eyelashes today just to save my poor eye from going blind?
No.
Like, it's, I wish that I literally, like, I shouldn't do every other day doing this because it's like, I don't give my eyes 2 days to rest before I put another one. I'm like, I got to definitely, like, it's bad. I might have a black eye from it. But anyway. Hey, Dragon Magus. That's my love bean right there. It's Brandon. But yeah. Yeah. And also Robin. Oh, Robin. Like, we are the ones wasting our time worried about her boring life. She feels bad for us. Like, no, Robin. Like
I did, you know what? And I did feel bad for Robin. I don't know if I really actually did. Let me think about that. I don't know if I actually did. I felt I felt like he was playing her, and I felt bad that she was allowing him to play her, but I feel like now she's a willing participant in him, in whatever he does. So I just feel like if something happens again, if something pops up, it's just we should really just shrug our shoulders
Yeah.
and I guess look the other way. I guess that's what she wants us to do, look the other way. So
Yeah. Like if
but I don't want to because I don't like Robin. Like, and that's one of the reasons why I'm like I don't like Robin. You literally let this man walk all over you. She gives everybody else more smoke on the show than she actually gives him. And he keeps saying he's a nice guy, but he's not nice to you, Robin. He's not nice to you.
Yeah. He's good to his guys. I love my guys. I love my guys. I just love you love your wife. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if they got like honestly, I do feel bad for her, like in that way, because she's so dumb, or she's just like you do, like she's allowing it because she can't do nothing about it. He said, I don't care. Robin,
Right.
I don't
And
care.
so because he doesn't care, she's not supposed to care.
Right. He's just, yeah, exactly. Like, I guess she's supposed to care and he's not supposed to care, I guess, according to him.
Yeah.
Who cares if she cares, is what he's trying to say. Who cares what we care, what we say? Who cares that you're on a national television show and your wife goes through, it's bad enough you guys have a boring life. Like, she's boring as it is. And they have no chemistry. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's obvious. That bar scene where she tried to wear that wig, and I'm like, remember she walked, I don't know if you saw, she walked in and they were like trying to do the date night. I was like,
cringy.
Bad. I was like, there's no, and I don't know what that Brianna chick looks like, but
the one that, well, people say, I saw a picture of her, but she looked kind of fuzzy in the picture. People say she does look like Karen. She does have Karen's same complexion. She also has a mole on her face. And like some people say she's like a younger, like maybe Karen's younger daughter or something like that. Like I said, I saw like a fuzzy picture of her. Maybe some people do stretch because they don't like Robin. So
I know. I mean, I don't like her because she thinks we're stupid, or I don't know what they're doing. And then the scene with her and Juan on the stupid, like what were they, roller skating or like, I don't know, whatever they were doing, skating, some type of skating, acting like they're all in love. I'm like, this is not what you guys do. Like, we're not stupid. Yeah, I don't.
I remember. Yeah.
Like it's like, where are their kids at anyway? Like, I haven't seen their kids not one time this entire. Well, that was only 3 episodes, but
I just wonder if he's going to show up at the reunion this year. That's my biggest thing. Is he going to show up this year?
I don't think he will. He didn't show up last year, didn't he?
No, he never. He hasn't shown up since the Michael wanting to, do things to his.
Oh my God!
Private. If I'm not mistaken, I think that was the last time he showed up. If I'm not mistaken, but. He is I feel like he has to I feel like he has to show up because I honestly feel like if he doesn't show up, Robin could lose her job. Yeah,
that's true. Listen, because especially since he was the biggest part of her story and she kept it from like Andy, like it pissed Andy off last season.
Right.
Like you better get your shit, like you better like talk about your shit. Because if not, you are gonna, you know what? Robin can go, Mia can go, Giselle can go, Ashley can go. I don't know about NECA yet. Like, I really don't feel like honestly, like, Giselle's only good when she's with her daughters.
Yes.
Like, that's the only time you really see Giselle. Like, when she's not coming after anybody, or, like, she's just being herself. Like,
and goofy, like, her goofy self. And, like, that's the thing. I wish we would tap into the goofy Giselle. Like, I wish she would just become that with these girls. That even when she's, like, with the girls that she's cool with, so I don't like Ashley either. I don't. And and the thing is, when they're together, all I see is them plotting, and that is another thing I don't like. And to watch NECA on this show, especially the last scene, I know we haven't gotten there yet. All I saw was, these girls. I don't know if you remember the conversations that were had about, I think Candace is the one who brought it to the forefront, that Ashley, Giselle, and Robin were plotting to come to Monique with the story back in season 5 that she was cheating on her husband with the trainer. So I feel like that's what they do. They get together and they plan and plot on what the story is going to be. And I feel like there's enough of them that feel like they want to go against Wendy
Yes, I don't know, but for what? Like, what did Wendy ever do? You know what I mean?
Well,
Like
with Giselle, I feel like Giselle, the only thing I feel like Wendy has done to Giselle is when Giselle came after Wendy's marriage, not last season, but the season before,
yeah,
asking what the questions about he was, liking big booty girls on the internet, on
yeah,
the Instagram. And is that the reason why she decided to get surgery? Because she's insecure and
yeah,
things like that. And when I guess she doesn't like when they come for her or when they retaliate or they say something about, and yes, Wendy had some venom in what she said, but it's just like you can't dictate how somebody reacts to, you
yeah,
coming after them.
exactly. And I mean, I don't think Karen's. I mean, I love Karen. I think Karen she looks. This is her best glow up. Like Karen's got like the glow up of Housewives history
All glow
because
up,
she
yes.
just looks younger and younger, and like she just looks amazing.
Did you see her this past summer? I don't know where she was, but she had like this bikini on a balcony.
I
I'm
didn't
just
see it. I
like,
wanted to see it. I mean, I'm like, because I mean, she's like up there in age, like in over 60, right?
I think she's 60 now because they were talking about her 60th birthday on the show. So she's about 60 now. Yeah.
Wow. I hope I'm
I
still wearing,
wish. Right. I wish. I
you know.
hope.
And Wendy, where am I at with Wendy? Or no, Wendy, Mia. Checking on Wendy, blah, 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 blah. Oh, Wendy checking on Mia. I'm like, what am my notes are not? So yeah, I don't know. Traditional marriage. I'm like, what am I here? Where am I at here? Robin, stupid confessional. Oh, Robin, her confessional now has a figure skater outfit.
I hate that outfit. I hate it. Because part of me was like, did you wear that last season or it was just both of them that bad? I'm just like,
She has one now. Like Tamara wore one, like some kind of figure skater thing. Jen,
yes.
they're all wearing these weird confessional figure skater outfits. But that does look like her confessional from last season. Now that I think
Yeah.
about it, it has
It reminds
feathering.
me. Yeah. And I was with you Monday and I know
Mm-hmm.
I hate jumping, but I feel like Marisol's white Statue of Liberty outfit, didn't she wear that last season too? I
Maybe
feel like
because either I must have I stared at it so many times, or like couldn't believe she was wearing it. Maybe or maybe she did because maybe it does very reminiscent. Of, like I don't know, but like when they see themselves, like they must have to plan their confessional looks, right? Because they know
right.
there's going to be a lot of them. They get to go there. Like I think they know when they're filming them. So like,
Mm-hmm.
what would make you choose that? Like I don't know. Like, do you not see yourself on like they have to have like some type of mirror like in front of you?
Some type
I
of
don't.
mirror. No one does any camera checks. Even if someone has an Apple phone, like like
Yeah.
sit down in a
How does
chair
my hair look
and
like?
let's see. Go ahead.
Like,
I'm
do I look
sorry.
like the Statue of Liberty? Do I look like Big Bird? Like Karen looks like Big Bird in hers. Miss Karen's got yellow with the one with the hair. I'm like Karen.
Yes, yes. I appreciate that they try different things and they give us different looks. It's
Yeah.
not always the same. I do appreciate that, but there are some misses. Like I think every year someone has a miss. Every year.
Well, it's not all of them. I mean, like, I'm like, Jesus, like, what is up with these confessionals? And then Ashley, she's just dressing like, so she can, come on. I thought she had her boobs done last season, but I guess not. I guess that was Wendy, right? But like,
Yeah.
I kind of think she can't find anything to wear. That's why she was late to Wendy's thing. First of
Like
all,
just
she
go
should have been invited.
right, that too. But girl, go a size up. Just go a size up, kind of tailor and like to tailor it to your boobs. Like I feel like she makes it a big deal about understanding it's a reality show and you have to make big deals of things to make it interesting, I guess. But
Naming them. Who's calling them that? Michael?
no, he probably has. He probably has.
I'm not stupid. We're not stupid. Their relationship has not changed. Everything has
No.
been like this from day one. They've always had some type of an arrangement.
Mhm.
Like there's no way that like he paid for that vacation. That's the only reason he was there. They've never had sex. I mean, they had to have sex twice to have the babies. But I mean, like, there's nothing has changed. So I don't actually like you know exactly what's going on with that Candace lawsuit. That makes
I
me
think
mad.
she knows exactly what's going on with that Candace lawsuit. I also think that Michael probably paid for those boobs, so he has seen them. I
Yeah.
feel like he is over there whenever he wants to be. If they're having sex or not, I don't know. I almost don't care, but I really would not be surprised if they were not. Um,
Oh,
I wouldn't be surprised if they were not either way, actually.
I don't think they ever.
Because
I don't think
it
they
is a
even want to.
situation.
Yeah,
Hmm?
I don't think they even want to. I don't think he wants to sleep with her. Honestly, I think he's like. I think she honestly was his arm candy or his wife candy or whatever.
Hmm.
Back when it wasn't, I guess he didn't think it was cool to be gay or bi or whatever he is or whatever his situation. But like, I don't know. His motive had to have been that, right? Because he had the money, right? Or just to have a trophy wife. Her motive was obviously money, and they probably both agreed to this. Then he just made her look stupid, so they have to do a divorce because I'm not gonna act like we have two babies now, and I'm gonna have to act like I care that he gets caught cheating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's what I agree. That's what I believe as well. Like, I feel like she didn't want to leave the marriage and leave the money behind. And he was fine with her, being over there and allowing him to live his life. And then also, he doesn't want to be on that show because every time he shows up on that show, whether he likes being seen or not, he, he, fire comes to him. So,
himself. Like, how do you sue somebody for what they're saying about you? But like, look how you've acted on camera.
yes, and that's why I hope this thing is thrown out. I don't like you lost business. That was during the pandemic. I don't care. Just like everybody lost business.
Yeah, he's got to be out of his mind. And that's what I mean. Like this, it's either that's what I'm saying. Like either they got to go, or Candace and Chris got to go. Like Wendy's going to have to leave the show because like they're all coming for them. Like I think they all got together and they want to go after Candace and Chris and Wendy. Like, and I think Mia, they're just leaving her out in the dust because I think she's just stupid. Like, how dare her say that Wendy, Wendy doesn't even know your kids, first of all. So do you really think Wendy knew that your kid had a speech impediment and that's why she did it or
I don't agree with Ashley on a lot of things, but what she said about Wendy, like not Wendy, I'm sorry, what she said about Mia, of Mia using this as an excuse and writing it as a reason to be upset, like she was right about that. Like when I was thinking it before she even said it, so when she said it, I was just like, ding, ding, ding. Okay, Ashley is not dumb. She's like Ashley sees it for what it is, and it also is infuriating. This is the thing with Mia. I appreciate her authenticity. I really do. Some women will come on these shows and will not be as authentic as she is, but she's also a liar. It's so weird. She's like, how are you authentic, but you're still a liar?
A whole liar. Like, a whole liar. Like, there's no way. Everything that she presented about her life was just exaggerated and soft and like you look like a bag of shit, dude. You look like a total bag of shit anymore. Like you just did not, and I guarantee it was like her and Gordon were spending the money they weren't supposed to spend.
Yes, I feel like that's the reason why they stepped in. Like, I really feel like his family didn't like what was being portrayed on the show. They probably did question, like, is she running things, and is this you are you using the money to?
And what are you doing if she's running things?
Right. But wait. I was gonna say something about the girls as well when it comes to Mia. When it comes to Mia, what also infuriates me with all of them, outside of Candace, Wendy, and even Ashley, is the fact that, well, even Ashley is to a certain extent because she allows it, is that they allow her to still come back in. They had so much issues with Monique having a fight with Candace, but Wendy is not Wendy. Mia is giving all this grace. Like she threw a pocketbook. She went, she left, and she came back. Like, girl,
you just Wendy. Like Wendy and her should not be. They're not friends. Like you totally with Mia. You're not going to get invited to her family thing. You went after her. Like you actually like tried to like she threw a drink on her. Like you said, went after her with her purse. And also, when Wendy's telling them all about her talk show, do you see them rolling their eyes?
Yes.
Like, again, what is Bravo? Like, I don't know. Bravo is feeding into it because they're feeding into it. They're letting us see that shit. They're letting us see how Ashley started everything with NECA,
And I appreciate them showing us. I appreciate them actually showing us because I feel like it was almost a Larsa Pippen moment. Like, like we saw it over here where we saw her literally lie about everything that she said because they were going back and forth at the actual conversation.
Yes. And why did you invite Sesame Street again? I know we're still stuck at this party, but like, why are you inviting her to your? She didn't have to be there. It could have, you had the cast there. You knew that was going to be an issue for Wendy and for Giselle, or no, I'm sorry, and Ashley. Ashley was going to be there. I mean, Candace, but like you just proved that you are not. I don't know. I feel like Wendy and Candace will have to leave the show.
Yeah.
If not, because they're going after their family. Like now, when her mom realizes what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh my. Because
go ahead. I'm so sorry. Mm-hmm.
The Nigerian thing. Like, do you really believe that one of their family members will call another family member saying you're using my daughter's name to get on the show? Like, I've never even heard this girl.
I do. And I'm going to tell you why. It all stems from that lie Ashley just told. I feel like it stems from the lie Ashley told. She probably went back and told her mother, told her sister, probably on a 3-way call. And that sparked I know, what's her name again? I know her through this person. I know her through that person. And they probably did reach out and they probably did ask questions. And just watching how her mom was praying, watching how her mom was praying at the communion reception.
Yeah.
I was thinking her mama did, and thinking back to her mom went on an online tirade towards Mia last year after the drink toss. And she is protective of her daughters. Like, she is loud, she is boisterous, she is unapologetic. She protects her kids with all, everything in her, and she wraps it in Jesus. And in Jesus' name. But I don't think, and if there's a shrine, it's probably an altar. There, different religions have altars. But I feel like she was putting stank on it. She was putting some little spice on it to feed it to Robin, and Robin gobbled that up and made it just seem like it was bigger than what it is. Like, I feel like they're making it bigger than what it is. Like, I feel like, like if Candace's mom did certain things towards Chris, I feel like they would say something about it, but we at home should really be like, we know her mama don't like Chris that much. Like, we shouldn't read so much into it. I just feel like they want us to read certain things into it. And I feel like it's their laziness. Like, there's so many other things y'all could be talking about or doing.
I know. Like, again, like I said, like we're going to waste our time with we're going to waste our time with the Chris Bassett, like, really cheating room. I can't take this freaking camera. The cheating room with Chris Bassett. I know that's going to have to come up and deal with that stupid again thing that was just in the blogs just recently. I still say blogs sometimes. Like, I can't believe I still say blogs, but like, we're going to have to waste our time on that. We already know what happened. She disappeared. She was a liar.
Yeah, she's a liar.
Like I said, like I even said before this season started that Ashley and Chris are going to have to, or Ashley, I always get them confused too. I'm saying the wrong names constantly. Like that Candace and Chris are going to have to leave the show. And now I believe that, like, again, Wendy's going to have to leave the show too. Or I think they're going to have to go.
I think Aneka was the person that came in to is going to be replacing Candace. The couple of reasons is Candace has been saying, maybe in the last 2 years, that their plan has always been like, get to 5 years and see what's next. So, and I think this is her 5th year, or maybe next year.
Then that's good.
That's good. And I feel like just the way these things are breaking down, she's not a part of any group scene thus far. The one scene that happened, her first scene, I think her first or second scene, she was with her manager. I didn't actually see that full episode, but she was with her manager. She came in with Wendy this one time. She didn't go, she was at I forgot. She was at the communion brunch, but I just feel like she's not making a big splash in the group. And you have to make a splash in the group, I feel like, to stay relevant. So I feel like she might be phasing herself out, or the show might be phasing her out with Aneka. And if you keep Aneka and Wendy on, I feel like you actually kind of have a storyline, whether there's a fallout of their relationship. Hold up, I like the producer show. There's a fallout of a relationship, and then maybe next season it's them coming back together, because, like Aneka said, we're supposed to be sisters. In Nigeria, we're considered sisters. So
saying that, like, the sisters, I mean, like, we can call each other sisters, but like, so that really is something they do say, like, a lot in Nigeria, like, you're my sister. And like that's how you like you're supposed to be my family, even though we don't know each other. But like,
especially when they come over here, like there's a community that they create when they come over here, and like it's their community, and they're like sisters. They have ultimate respect towards their elders. Their elders, even if they're not their family, they consider them like auntie, uncle.
Karma, how like family karma is, like how they do it there, like shots of sunset, like their families are so like they're all family because they all came over here together, you know.
Right, and you give them respect. Now,
yeah.
I will say not probably it might not be every Nigerian culture and every Nigerian family, but some that I've seen, some that I've witnessed, and some that I've been told to by like people I went to school with.
Yeah. Well, Ashley's trying to get in the middle of them, though, Mimir. Like, Ashley's Ashley's not stupid. She lied on purpose. Like, she purposely started shit. Like, you know, like they knew each other. But see, they're trying to use the show. The show's going to say, "Oh, Ashley brought her in," or you know, Ashley brought her in. But really, they should have had Wendy brought her in. Really,
yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
you going to act like Ashley knew her? I don't think Ashley knew who she was. Did you?
Right, because my thing is, even if Aneka knew, because my thing is, okay, first of all, Aneka, you cannot, if she ever comes to us and says, I never watched a show, you're a liar. Liar, because the fact is, if you don't watch Potomac, you watch Miami, because I've never heard anybody say cockies that didn't watch Miami.
Absolutely.
I'm just going to leave that on the floor.
That's who said it. Cockies. It was Miami that said it, right?
Yeah, Marisol says it. And so I'm like, either you watch Ultimate Girls Trip to understand the Candace Giselle dynamic maybe, or you've been watching The Housewives and you watch Miami just to get your understanding of the show if you haven't already been watching it as a fan.
If she watches Miami, she watches all of them then too.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Because Miami, by the way, that's good, is becoming my ultimate favorite franchise right now.
Yeah.
It really is. This is becoming my favorite.
Which one is becoming your other favorite?
This is my least favorite right now.
Really? I hate to say it. Potomac and Atlanta are becoming my least favorite. I hate to say it as a Black girl who Atlanta was not my first foray. New York was my first foray into the Housewives, and then Atlanta. But just to watch these shows just deteriorate, and I think you said it. It's because they don't have an actual friend group. And Miami has a friend group a real friend group, and even the new girls that come in, they bond. They come in and they don't have that in this circle. And you're right. Why didn't Wendy bring in Aneka? Like, why wasn't she the one? And I feel like they're doing that because they want to. I don't know if you were aware last year. I think you were. The whole colorism thing. I feel like it's because let Wendy have an issue with this dark skinned girl. And we don't have to see Wendy has an issue with a woman of every hue. It's not just us. So I hate.
She's like she's like Candace's color. Like she's like Candace.
Yeah, but I hate that they're doing. I hate to see that it's just these two Nigerian girls. Like they're so similar in different things as far as profession, their lifestyle, and everything. Like I feel like they should not be fighting.
No, you're right. They shouldn't be. And then Bravo's not doing them any favors by perpetuating it or letting, you know what I mean? Like they're, Bravo knows what they're doing.
They know what they're doing. And I just feel like, I'm just like, what's going to be the comeback? Like, there better be there has to be a comeback to this. Like, how y'all going to heal this? Because we already see you shade Giselle once. She don't want to deal with you no more. You shade Robin once. And and that's the thing with Robin. I'm sorry. I just got to go back to Robin. And
Robin, we're getting her with her. So
Robin and what's the girls? And Karen. I want Karen to keep the smoke with Robin because from season 1 to last season, that girl did not stop. She was relentless. Like, you want to talk about raised taxes? You talked about raised taxes. Guess what happened? You had a tax lien on you. You want to talk about, Karen doesn't live in her actual house. It took you forever to build your house. Get out of here with that. You want to talk about Karen's cheating on Ray? I'm sorry, go ahead.
He was the one that dressed up and did the pizza delivery too.
Right, the pizza delivery. Like you go that deep to get back at Karen or to go at Karen, but you have a small issue when you bring up a girl in Georgetown. Your man is cheating on you, girl. Like, don't be mad at her, like, because your man is cheating. It's out there, and really, any woman that he's seen with, somebody's gonna question. He could be seen with your mama. People gonna question it. Right. So that's how I feel about that.
No, it's true. Like, she's, like, Karen had her issues in the very beginning, right? And but like at this point they've all had tax. Well, Karen and Giselle and Rob, they've all had tax issues. Robin now has had tax issues as well. So it's like they went after Karen just like, oh, a delivery, like, not that she doesn't live in her house. Remember, even Robin's the one that wore the T-shirt one time about the taxes. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you're right. Like, she just. And like, oh man, I haven't seen Ray. I hope Ray's all right. You think Ray's alive?
I hope Ray is okay too. He probably also was taking a step back from the show. I feel like all the men, really, if you think about it. I saw Chris in an interview, and he was talking about he doesn't even want to do the show anymore after what happened last season.
I don't
right.
Blame him. And then I don't blame him. And look what happened between seasons.
Right. Look what happens between seasons. And then he's in that same interview, he was saying how he talks to, him and Ray are cool. He's cool with Eddie. Like, they all talk, amongst the guys. They have their own, I think he said they have a group chat. I can't remember, but they all talk amongst themselves. And they basically said they'll support him. They support them in whatever they decide, because they understood as well. So I think maybe he's not showing up because they're not going to emphasize the men so much.
I mean, I wouldn't, if I were Chris, I wouldn't be on there either. I mean, honestly, because I met him. So he was the guest at Zach Peters' show and back in Philly last April.
Okay.
He was one of the guests. He was really freaking cool. Like, I knew he was a cool dude, like a down to earth cool dude. And that just happened to be the month that chick said that she had met him that just recently, girl. I don't even want to say her name, give her anything, but like the chick, she's from Philly. She's like, yeah, I met him 6 months ago. It was just like, she said all kinds of stuff, but that would have been the April, and he was in Philly in April. But like, he hung out at the bar the rest of the night and like took pictures and hung out and like drank, and he was cool as shit. And like, he said it that night, like on stage. He said, I'm not, he said, and this was before the other thing broke out. He said, he's cool with Giselle. They forget, all was forgiven, and he thought maybe like it was done and over with or whatever, but like, apparently she was brought it up again. So again, like, I wouldn't be on there if I were him. And they've gone after Karen too, like with Ray in the marriage too. Like, what did they do last season? They said they told her if she was sleeping around giving blowjobs and shit, you know what I mean? And calling Ray and asking Ray if he really knew about the driver or something. I don't know. It's so like,
disrespectful. So disrespectful.
Disrespectful. Poor Ray, man.
Poor Ray. Like, the disrespect. And I'm just sitting here like, because the men in your life have no respect for your relationships, don't mean that you can tear down other people's. Like,
okay, Pastor Holy Whore.
Holy Whore. Like, oh my gosh, I can't. Ooh.
Think about it. We got Pastor Holy Whore. We got Juan, who knows he's giving random women money for hotels because they just happen to lose their wallet. But Robin didn't know about it. But it was so innocent that Robin didn't know, and you didn't tell her, you didn't bring her. And did the girl pay you back? I mean,
right?
Did my back, bitch? Like, you paid
did the girl pay you back? So she was so comfortable having conversations with you on Instagram that she was able to ask you to come pay her hotel bill. Right. You then tell me. I asked, why didn't you have sex with her? And well, first of all, girl, why you asked that man, why did he have sex with you? And you said, did you see her? So if she was beautiful, if she was lovely, if she smelled good, you was gonna try to holler at her. Like, you was gonna go upstairs with her.
Well, Robin said, why didn't you?
Yeah.
Dumbass. I said, what? Like, Robin, shut up. Like, you.
So that makes me. So doesn't that tell us that it's an open relationship on arrangement?
No,
like,
I think she's trying to be cool. She's trying to act like because she said we don't have an open relationship. Well, why are you asking him then why he didn't sleep with her on camera? You know what I'm saying?
Did she take? Did she? Okay. I don't know. That's an open relationship. I don't care. She said she didn't have an open relationship to Karen.
Yeah, not only because Juan wants it to be, not because I don't think Robin wants it to be.
Yeah,
I think Juan wants it to be.
I believe that. Yeah.
Because why did she marry him? But you know what, though? It gave me a hint, though, because one of her confessionals, she says, he's 100% not guilty. I know he did everything right. So that you're implying that you know something about what happened.
Yeah.
So that means if it goes to court, you have to testify. But if you marry him, you don't. So that's the only reason I think they got married, because she said she knew something. Let the judge, let the prosecutor see that. I'm sure she's,
Gotcha. She can't say anything. There's nothing there.
She can't. Well, she married him. She can't testify against him, right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But you're sitting there implying that you know something. So apparently they think you know something. You know what I mean? Like, don't say like Lisa Rennie used to go, I know Erica didn't know. I know Erica, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, how do you know, Lisa? Like,
how do you know?
Lisa? How do you know that for sure, Lisa? You know what I mean? Like, you're going to have to go to court and maybe testify if you know that for sure. You know what I mean?
Right. That's when you become Larsa and be like, how do you know? How do you know?
How do you know you have cancer? Oh, what? How do you know the doctor? How the doctor know? How's the doctor know you have cancer? How does the cancer know you have cancer?
Right.
Shut the fuck up, Larsa. Like,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring it back to Miami. I'm sorry.
No,
I didn't mean
this episode, because I honestly skipped a couple. I skipped through a couple scenes because it was like too not like I didn't really
boring.
Yeah, I didn't really, I liked watching Giselle with her daughter. Cool, like, but we need more of it. But she still brings it back to how she always is. So I'm like, whatever. We don't get much of that. I did appreciate her with Jason. Where's he at again? I don't know. I guess he's not back. I don't know why he was there. I thought they had chemistry. It looked okay, like a good relationship. I don't think her daughter would have met him if it wasn't kind of a relationship. I don't think she does that. So I do believe that it's a real relationship, but I don't know why he's not back. But they did break up though, right? Since then, maybe.
I think it's a situationship. I feel like it's a business arrangement. I do feel like there may have been fun times had. I feel like there were fun times had. But I don't think it was a serious relationship, because I feel like if she took this relationship seriously, he would not have, this random guy. I feel like he's a random. And if she was really in a relationship with him, he wouldn't have met her kids so fast.
Well, that's right. But that's the thing, though. That's what I thought. Like, I thought she let him meet the kids because she did really, like, I don't know. Because, like, again, think about, though, too. Like, doesn't he want to have kids one day? You know?
That
like,
too.
I mean, I don't be like that, but, like.
Right. But young. I feel like this is just a fun time to be had
for him.
Right. I mean, for a blip, and I also feel like for him, this is publicity. Like there's,
you're right.
I don't feel like there's a lot of people who watch Winter House. I don't watch Winter House.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of people who watch it. So I feel like it could be trying to get more eyes over on their show.
Yeah. I didn't watch it when it was the mix of Summer House and whatever. Now I just noticed they had Family Karma people on there.
Right.
They're bringing other reality, so I might start watching it. But I don't. When it was, I remember him on Summer House. I stopped watching Summer House when Des and Hannah were disgusting. Were on there, and then I know like I missed the whole thing, Carl and Lindsay. But like I don't even know him from either show.
Yeah,
I just know of him from I didn't realize he was the same one that got Lindsay pregnant.
What?
Yeah. Yes. So yeah, like she had a miscarriage or abortion. Miscarriage. Rape in the beginning, right before her and Carl got together, and it was hooking up with that guy Jason, who was in the Summer House the summer before, and then somebody last week reminded me that that's the same Jason. I was like, oh my God, I did not catch on to that. But that's holy shit.
Every time I come over here, I get some news I didn't know about Krista. Thank you. I did not know that.
I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff I can tell you, but I saw a whole other show. Trying to get Dana Wilkie to do. I actually presented to her. I said, let's do a live once a month. And because I'm always teasing the information she has, because she has so much of it, but you have to go to her Patreon to get it.
Yeah, but, she has a lot of information. I watched her too.
Yes, I said, let us do it. And like, it will spill like the 4 major things, because she does give a lot of it away too. And so she didn't answer me back yet, but I think I want to start because I mean it would give her a lot, more people going to her Patreon because she lost some people. She lost like 30 or 40 people. Yeah, having a podcast war when that podcast wars were going on, people were breaking up. A situation happened, and then but yeah,
There was a lot of that going on because she was talking about another one the other day. I was watching her. I was just like, another one. But yeah.
I love her though. She's let me say hi to Erin. Erin, hello, Erin. Erin used to be my Who Started You On co-host. Like on my if you go on my channel, like on my thing under the podcast part. Oh, we have like a whole probably like 30 or 40 episodes of her and I. And she's always here. So. I saw already in the chat, but there's a lot of people, but I don't see them talking.
Right,
but,
I was looking too.
Yeah, like there's people on Twitter watching us and everything. But yeah, like I don't know. Like I don't know. I feel like this is going downhill. Definitely. Like if this is what is this what we have to look forward to is a lot more of the same shit of Ashley Trashley, Robin and Juan playing in her faces, her saying she doesn't care, her trying to again, Robin at the end, she is trying to like switch everything, all the eyes off of her. She doesn't really, why are they trying to make her and Robin be friends? Necca and Robin, that's weird.
Because to bring her over to point her at Wendy. That's what I really feel like, just to bring her over to point her at Wendy. I do not like this show anymore. I hate to say it. I hate to say it.
Yeah,
because I used
about something else at this point.
Right, because I used to actually love this show, and even when it came out that it was about to premiere, I was like, I don't care. Like, they're going to give me the same thing. They're not going to like each other. There's not going to be any resolution. I don't. There's going to be.
Yes.
I don't care. Like, do you watch Married? Go ahead. I'm so sorry.
No conflict resolution anymore. We used to get conflict resolution with all the franchises, and it was like cotton candy drama, throwing wines in people's faces, and we didn't have to go 3 seasons of the same argument. And I feel like when the criminal stuff started happening, we got really addicted to that, and we were like, we thought, oh my god, we couldn't wait. The ratings were up, but then now, and then we figured after the criminal went away, that the shows that didn't have the criminals weren't going to be successful anymore. And you got to remember, we had 13 years of no criminalistic behavior, and we had cotton candy drama, no toxic behavior like Jersey, and everything was perfect. The ratings were amazing, so we can do that. But this is just what are we do? This shit is just, not only is it toxic, it's dark. The Osu stuff. So apparently that's really, really, really bad. So to say something like that about somebody's family on camera, knowing that rumor was already out already, and it was put to rest or whatever, but then I didn't hear about it. But so now probably 1 million people never heard about it. I don't think it got shut down, but then bring it back up on camera. It's to me, again, that's just some shit that what are you doing? And and Wendy she played like you said, she played it cool. And thank God, because they, I feel too, they want her to be angry. They want her to get angry and react.
Yeah.
And I think she knows that, because I think I think Garcelle knows that as well on Beverly Hills. Because she's been called angry. And, I feel like she is not going to let them see her. She's not going to let them call her the angry Black woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel trying to get a reaction out of Wendy as well. And it's dark. I don't like it. And
I don't like it either. Mm-hmm.
I don't. And I really believe that if Giselle and if Giselle and Robin and Ashley and even Mia is irrelevant. If they don't leave, I think then Candace, then they can't all come back together. Wendy and Candace need to leave, take their families and go. Wendy does not need the money. She really doesn't. And neither does Candace and Chris, because Candace is very successful, their singing career, and is getting more successful. And that's they said, you said that hopefully this is her 5th year. But if not, they should go, because I don't think Michael's now going after her. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Michael, you piece of shit. You got caught your pants down. You wanted to suck Juan's D. You grabbed people's butts. Like, what are you talking about? This ruined your. Ashley goes, I really do think he lost business over it.
She was commenting on what she saw on this TV that he put forth, like, and what everybody else was commenting. And it's not, and I think Karen even said it's not anybody's fault, that she just know how to make it sound worse. Like, she know how to make it just make it sound worse. Like, hurt your feelings. That's what she does. She hurt your feelings. Candace does.
Like, still, well, Michael hurt your feelings, dude.
Yeah, he did it himself. He did it to himself.
He has fucked himself so many times. And I really too, like, I think this, I really believe this. I think that there was cameras in the basement when he grabbed the butt of what's it called. And I think that what's the name? I think they actually did him a favor by not whatever. I don't know, but then the turn it, and then I think what happened is they turn around and screw them over, I think, right? What's her name? Chris and who? What was her name? Monique and Chris. Yeah, like, and then I think Monique and Chris did them a favor, and then didn't they turn around and just screw them over somehow? Like, I really do believe there's, because how do you have cameras everywhere in your goddamn house? Everywhere they have cameras everywhere, and that's
except the basement,
right? And then Bravo. I mean, come on, and it just, I feel like that, you know.
I too think. Listen, I'm not putting things out there. I don't know, because I know what's that man's name. Chris has a lot of business dealings, my understanding, in that area. Maybe they ran in the same business circles, him and Chris and Michael, and like you said, he did him a solid. I feel like the payback from Monique to Ashley, or Ashley to Monique, was her writing that statement against Candace. I'm going to go back to what you said about the darkness of these shows. Yes, there is a darkness where there's criminal aspects of the show that I feel like that takes over these shows. But then there's also an aspect of the fighting that takes over these shows. Because with Housewives, I'm gonna go even farther back. With Andy, I remember one of the things that he said, like, or one of the things that they tried to give the vibe of, it's not a VH1 show. It's not the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta shows that they fight. They might, get into tussles or whatever, right? So they get into tussles, and I feel like since the Monique fight, and people in the chat don't get mad at me, because I'm gonna come back to what I think some people are thinking. Since the Monique fight, I feel like they have constantly been going so close to that, but pulling back, but not fighting. Right. Does that make sense? Like, they're so mean, so vicious, and I'm gonna even put Candace in it too, because Candace has a vicious mouth. Her mouth is vicious, and sometimes people get to the point of wanting to physically attack people. But you're supposed to be so above, like, these women are supposed to be so above fighting that they're not supposed to lay hands. They're only supposed to be verbal with each other. And I feel like they get so verbal with each other that they don't want to even be around each other, because there's no level of even liking this person to begin with. It's like, I'm just your coworker, and the minute your coworker disrespects you, like, I can work with you and not like you, and just give you the cold shoulder.
But in real life, though, if somebody came after you in real life like that, would you be friends with them? It's not realistic to be friends with that person in real life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so to force these people, again, they be on shows now that, like, the cast, they're not friends anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, they've all screwed each other. So, like, again, like with Miami, they are all still really friends. Like, and they kind of do get past their shit. Look at the dynamic that shifts, and they're all still friends last year, this year. You know what I mean? And just recently, honestly, with Beverly Hills, I know that they're not real friends, but did you watch Beverly Hills?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So see how much nicer it was that when they all got along.
Yes.
It was fake with Erica, but like it was enjoyable to watch.
Yes.
I actually enjoyed watching that. I enjoyed Erica faking it.
Yes. It was so much, and the whole Lisa Rinna of it all, it made it so much better without her. But go ahead and continue.
Could you imagine if she would have ruined that entire thing? Even Sutton couldn't ruin it. Like, right.
Sutton just gave us more stuff. Yeah.
I said, oh my God, I got through the entire thing with my notes and not one negative thing I said. Not one negative thing. And I couldn't believe it. That hasn't happened in years. And it's because of Erica. Erica's taken 20 years off my life, same as Jen Shaw. But like, it's more, with Miami, like now you see how they all are rallying around Gertie, except for Larsa. Larsa makes it about herself. But I mean, like, that's what we need. And like in these shows, like you're pitting families against each other. You're trying to get people to come out of the woodwork and say your husband's cheating on him, or he smiled at me, he smiled too much, or you know what I mean? Like, and now that didn't work. So now you got this girl saying that my family's Osu, or like bringing up the Osu thing, like.
And it's because I feel like they haven't even tried to cultivate relationships. Like they haven't even tried to, because my thing is, I feel like they don't work. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I think Karen's tried with everyone. Like Karen's, I think, is the only one that does try to really have a real friendship with people.
I do, but I feel like they also need to work on a friendship even when that camera is off. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it's like, I'm trying to work on this alliance, like work on something even when the camera is off. So that when the camera does come up, like we have some stuff to like dig into. Like I just go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Because even the beginning of last season, when it started off, I'm trying to think no, I take that back. The way it started off, if I did not know what was going to come during the season, the way it started off, it was promising. It was almost like the girls from the beginning are getting back together just to see how everybody's doing, just to talk about what's new in the news and everything as far as within their group. And then it just goes downhill from there. It just goes downhill from there. And I feel like they need whoever is producing these shows, especially the Potomacs and the I think the same company produces Potomac, Atlanta, and New Jersey.
Yeah. I think it's Evolution. I think you're right. Yeah.
I feel like they need to go back to the drawing board. And if you want to keep any of these women, you need to find interesting women that's already in their lives to bring to the front. So, because it needs to make sense and it needs to matter.
Yeah, exactly. That right there.
Because Giselle and Robin, I don't feel like it matters because this is just an alliance. This is just y'all working together. Y'all get along, because I feel like Robin just goes along with whatever you say, and if Robin disagrees, you acquiesce to Robin because you need her in this situation. That's just my opinion.
Right, and I think Robin and Giselle set them scenes up. Like, I don't think Giselle was really questioning Juan's stuff, you know what I mean? Like, because you mean to tell me that they've been doing podcasts together, that these two women haven't talked about this shit already? So you mean to say, like, you're gonna have this intervention for, like, this is all to act like you have, like, you have to act like you care what Juan did, you know what I mean? Like, when you know that, like, Giselle and Robin are like, have the scene, like, when you confront me about this, so it doesn't look like make it look more real, you know what I mean? Because then Robin with Juan coming down, and their scenes are fucking made up and fake too. They like try to prove something. Oh, we have a real marriage. It's not. Come on, nobody believes that your marriage is. I don't know, maybe real, but it's not traditional. Nobody believes that, Robin. But I feel like honestly, it's not like, we have a traditional marriage. For people to question my marriage, Robin. Stop acting like you're mad at us. Like, she's mad at us, everybody else.
We just see what they show us, and what we see is not, like, he's not nice to you. No. This man said on camera that he wants to be met. He wants to be with somebody. Like, I think he said he didn't love her. He wants to be with somebody that he cares about. Like, this was years ago, maybe season 1 or season 2. Oh. Like, he was not there for Robin. Like, he was literally there for their kids. And I'm just like, did you wear him down, girl? Is it just like he just trusts you with the life insurance? Is he like holding on to you because you got the money after you lost all y'all's money before?
Well, now he's broke, because now he don't have no job.
Don't have no job. Nobody gonna hire him.
No way.
For multiple reasons. You had a losing season. You had losing seasons, multiple. And you was involved in that court case, bro. Who gonna hire you, man?
No, and your head coach is done fucked up, and you fucked up with him. Like,
right.
Whatever.
Unless
Like,
Cherie's ex-husband hires him because he's a coach somewhere, isn't he? Is he still coaching?
I don't know. I think no, I don't think so. But like, could Shop maybe hire him? Maybe Coach Shop will hire him.
He needs to learn how to do football. He needs to transition from basketball to
Yeah.
football.
Oh yeah, there you go. But still, I mean, like, you know, his wife's a criminal. He is not divorcing her, so obviously he's okay with criminals. So hire him on. Like fucking, I didn't. I just came up with that. That's pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, but like, listen, and again, like, I don't even feel like we can move on to other. We can talk about other cities actually, if you want, because
Please.
I didn't watch Salt Lake yet, so I
Okay.
didn't watch Lake yet. I always purposely don't, so I don't start talking about that because I save it for Friday. But
Okay.
do you watch Jersey, right?
I'm in and out of Jersey. I told you the last time, so you'll probably be telling me about stuff with Jersey. What's up?
I'm trying to think because I said I wasn't going to talk about it, but I won't talk about it while it's airing. I'll just say this is like trying to think what I know. If there's anything interesting. I mean, everybody kind of knows everything. I guess everything that was going on. But I was going to say too, but like Jersey, that what you see on camera is what the reason that it's so real. Even though it's very toxic, it's got very toxic because of Louis. It's because they really hang out in real life. Like everybody on camera, actually, except for Teresa, because Teresa made it so that everybody won't be friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I already went on this rant on Monday, but like, so like, but like, you know, that's why that show works with the guys so well, because they really do hang out off a camera.
Yes.
Like, they're actually
okay. Let me ask you that question. Let me ask you a question because I was going to ask this earlier. Do you watch Married to Medicine?
No.
Okay. If you have time in your days, I would say put Married to Medicine on your list because I feel like Married to Medicine has that level of everybody hangs out outside of the filming. And then their husbands are also very involved.
How many
Right,
seasons
like
right now? 8? How many
say
seasons?
again?
How many seasons has Married to Medicine? Is it like 8 right now?
They're on 10 right now. I would say the season to start, or it was good all the way through. I think was it season 6 is really. There was a season when they literally saved a marriage. Like they were about to get a divorce.
Wasn't like 5 of them about to get divorced though? Like
It was there was one couple, and then the wife's best friend, her husband. She found out her husband was also cheating. And it was like really bad. It was out in the street. It was public. And then
like about it, like from hearing it, like from hearing, like from
you know what, or even maybe I don't know. I see Mimi Ree is talking about Married to Medicine because like right now this current season, Quad, she's a regular on the show. Her ex-husband's new wife is coming to the show.
Oh God!
Yes. Huh?
Are they friends?
Well, on this last episode, she showed up to her bachelorette party out of nowhere. She just popped up on her bachelorette party, and Phaedra from Atlanta, she's on the show now. Yes, Phaedra is messy.
She's really with a doctor, right?
She is, but they don't show the doctor. They put like a little clown face over the doctor's picture, so you don't know. And then, like in real life, but just recently, she said she quote unquote broke up with the doctor, but she's saying that she's dating somebody else now. I don't know. I don't know if Phaedra.
But then how's she even able to stay on the show then? Like, she's not really married to medicine, right? Like
neither Mimi Reed, neither is Quad. That's like a going line. After Quad divorced her husband, like some of the wives was like, "You're not even married to medicine, my dear. You're not even married to medicine. Why are you here?"
At least she was at one point. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I agree.
How did you get on the show? Like, did you lie about this guy or something?
I am convinced that Andy and Phaedra are like best friends. And I feel like Andy is probably her oldest son's godfather or something. I just have this conspiracy theory. And he is always going to look out for Phaedra whenever he can because he feels like Phaedra is good TV.
Somebody else told me I wanted to start watching Love and Marriage Huntsville too. Like I started watching it like just recently because my friend, a couple other people, they all cover it. But like I wanted that, and everybody tells me that and Married to Medicine I have to watch, but the two I don't watch. Like
I would put Married to Medicine before Love and Marriage Huntsville, to be honest with you.
They're like it's just like Vanderpump, But like seriously, they're like, it's just as messy. You'll love it.
Yeah. It's just, and their friendship, they really have friendships, and their friendships have been divided because of certain things that have happened. New girls coming into the group. It's a mess, but yeah.
That's what you know what I mean? Like, but it's not, like, I don't see, like, sometimes I don't really mind the little bit of the criminal stuff. Cause I mean, I can't believe how stupid they are. And like, just how dumb of a criminal you are to go on TV. And like, but like, cause it was kind of funny with Teresa, because at the time I was also I also committed mortgage fraud, like back in like 2008. I'm from Jersey. I was doing the mortgages, and you had other people that were, the lawyers that were doing the mortgages. Then you had like the realtor that was giving us the mortgages to do, like, so, and then 2008 hit, and we all committed mortgage fraud. So like when Teresa got caught and Joe got caught, like I laughed because I'm like, it wasn't the first time they did it. Like they were just so dumb about it. Like they go on the show, right? And they do it, and then they don't pay the thing. They get caught, right? And the people go, well, we're not going to prosecute you because it was his partner. Just pay it off. Make sure you continue to pay the mortgage that you put in my name, or or like I'm gonna, we're not having any choice. Well, then they decided not to pay it, so that's how they got caught. Like, you know what I mean? Like and they're on the TV. Like, how are you that stupid? Like, I don't know. Like,
so let me ask you this question, Krista. Let me ask you this question, and I hope I don't offend you. If back then Housewives was in your neighborhood and they was like, we want you, Krista Ray.
No way. Well,
you would not.
Well, no. Well, I'm more of like a Jersey Shore. I'm more of the Jersey Shore type, actually. You know what I mean?
So
like,
you probably would have for the party at the Jersey Shore.
I would have been on the Jersey. Yeah, if Jersey Shore asked me to be on it, I would definitely, because I was the, that's what we did. You know what I mean? Like, but see, to put that shit on camera, I said there's no way. When it was filming or when it was on Jersey Shore, I was also on drugs. Like I was going through the whole pill thing when Mike was like, I was like, wow. But I didn't know that, right? But I would watch them and go, man, I could never be on one of these shows because I'm a drug addict. They would never have me. You know what I mean? I had no idea that he was struggling like that. I love and appreciate him for that. And I, because I was like, and then with Teresa too, like I always felt like such a loser, a piece of shit, like because I got caught, and like I'm honest about it, but I would never have went on TV. Like I definitely would not have went on TV, and I like no way, because I was so afraid to get caught. You know what I mean? Like I should have never.
You had like a level of shame. Like I feel like that's one thing that some of these people they don't have.
Like I paid my dues. Like I still owe them $87. But,
right, but you're doing what you're supposed to do.
I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah, do you know anybody from the cast?
Not personally, no. I live closer to like the Housewives people.
I feel like you and Snooki would have had like a great time. Like I feel like
I mean, honestly, that's what we did. Like I watched them, and I still love the show. The fact that they made more money this time around doing family Jersey, what they call it? I forget whatever they call it now. They're making more money now than they did the first time around.
Smart.
And they got a perfect group of people. Their chemistry, they're like, it's still to this day is still amazing. And they could not have picked a better. They could never recreate that. They've tried it. They can never recreate it.
Did Sammy Hart's sweetheart come back?
Yes.
How did that go? I didn't watch it. I'm all on Bravo. How did that go when she came back?
She's good. Like her dude's with her.
Okay.
So they say everybody welcomes her back, and they have their little fights here and there, but not with her. And I was like, no, it's not going to work with her coming back. It's going to feel weird. I kept thinking this one's come back, it's going to be weird. Ron left. Ron's been gone. So Ron, he's gone, right? But like, so then they're on vacation, and then Ronnie comes back for like a day, but like Sammy didn't see him, but he's not coming back on the show. Her issue was when he leaves, I'll come back on. So she's permanently back on, so he's not going to come back on. He got in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I respect that.
Yeah, he still struggles. I feel bad because I get it. I was an addict. I still struggle, like not with what I did before. Like I smoke weed now, but like, I get it. I get that. And it sucks because when you're on a reality show, you just have that microscope so much more on you, more pressure. And he's, and I feel bad. Like, I watched Mike, he went through it. I was in prison too. Like, I know how hard it is to quit pills. First of all, like I was doing it for 27 years, you know, or 24 years of my life. And it's just only been like 10 years, you know? So it's like watching him just do so well and still be on the show and like, you know, and then I watch other people struggle. It's hard to watch.
Yeah,
You
it is.
know?
I can understand. I feel like with Ron, I don't know his life, but I just feel like even looking at him back then, I feel like looking at him back then, being older now, I feel like he had demons that maybe were just too big for him to like fight alone. So he kind of, what's the word? Uh, 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 like kind
Self,
of leans on drugs, maybe.
like self-medicates. I'm a self-medicator.
Yeah, self-medicate.
Yes.
And I get that on a level too. Like my drug of choice is marijuana, so it's fine. It's okay. Like
Yeah.
you get to where you
Yeah.
you understand what you need for yourself. But something that I just hope he finds something that he can lean on that's not.
The lesser of all the two evils, I call it. Like,
Yeah.
because his drug of choice is cocaine. Now, I don't have to say allegedly, I don't think, because it's on there. Now, and I struggled with that at one point. Like, I kind of did everything at one point. I was addicted to whatever was, you know, cocaine, and then it was like, ended up really bad at the end. But like, so I do like meth was never a problem, but like it didn't hit Jersey until like about 8 years ago, and I was on Adderall, so I was abusing that. So like it all became like it's just like a cycle. It's like addiction transfers. So unless you figure out like the lesser of all the evils, or you figure out what is causing you to be the addict, because even before, like I was addicted to like shopping. Like I didn't realize what addiction was, addiction transfer. And so you have to either fix the problem, like people fix the symptoms when they go to like rehab or they go to, detox, but they don't figure out why they're still, an addict or an alcoholic. So, and also like I went to rehab 17 times for other people when my parents made me go, or the courts made me go. I never went until I went for myself is when I finally did it, but like these guys, like, Ronnie has kids, but, he has a daughter and everything. It sucks because it's like, if that doesn't stop you, what will? Like, like I said to my girlfriend, and she's an alcoholic, it's really bad. And I said, okay, so what is the bottom line? Like, what will make you stop? Like, if your kids didn't, you know what I mean? And then that makes me really sad, because it's like, then I feel like,
It's bigger than it's bigger than you sometimes.
Like,
Yeah.
for a while, so now Jersey with John Fuda, okay? Allegedly, well, not allegedly, he was, a cocaine dealer, is addicted. He did cocaine back in the day. He ended up getting clean and fixing his life. He met his wife, and, he has his son, but his girlfriend at the time, Brittany, who has his son, she didn't. She's still in prison. And, just recently, she just happened to come out of the woodwork, which obviously Louis went and found her. She was in prison, and all the stuff came out about him being, a cocaine addict, whatever. And just recently, just because he got in an argument. So obviously, if you bring up Louis to somebody who's drinking, especially John Fuda, the night of drinking, he's going to lose his mind. If you side with him. So every time John Fuda goes and loses his mind over something, they're going to say, "Oh, you must be back on cocaine." And now they're accusing him of being on. And, oh, he was at this party and he got all crazy and he was doing cocaine again. Like, it's like, okay, now
that makes me mad. That really makes, because I like John Fuda.
The thing is, like, were you in the bathroom with him? Like,
right?
How do you know he was doing cocaine unless you were in the bathroom with him doing it. Like, you know what I mean? The people say, "Oh, he was doing cocaine." Listen, he was probably drinking. And now, because, somebody went out and found out what he used to be, it's like, come on now. So now he's doing interviews, like defending himself. It's like, he shouldn't even have to.
Right. He shouldn't even have to. He really shouldn't.
Like, Louis fucked with his family. Don't bring that dude up. Like, you see how activated I get over that dude. Imagine being John Fuda. It's like, like intimidating your son and like calling his mother and like making her come out and embarrass herself and then embarrass him like that and embarrass John, who has a family and a business. And like, it doesn't matter if John had money, because like addiction doesn't discriminate and sobriety is free. So Brittany chose not to get clean. John did, and unfortunately she also chose to speak on some shit and got in trouble and had to go back to prison over it. Like, they brought her back out of the woodwork, out of her prison cell. She was in halfway house. And because she spoke on this stuff, she had to go back and finish her time, which is fucked up. You know, she did it to herself, but like it's because, you know, Louis had reached out to her. But do you think those people had her back when it came down to like that? No, they don't give a shit about her.
No.
They just wanted her out there just to embarrass her.
Embarrass them. Yeah.
That's the shit that Louis does, and that's why I don't like him, because it's beyond just what you see on the show now. You know, he's not a good person.
He's not a good person, and I'm like, I feel like he's shooting shots at people who is not even really in it. Because was John Fuda even in this whole situation when he started firing these shots? I mean, they're part of the cast, but I mean, is this your tactic to keep everybody
he's
on guard?
I don't understand. That's what we don't get. He's a fucking weirdo. That's the weirdest part, because nobody understands why he decided that everybody on the cast wasn't cool when you hired a PI before you were even cool with these people. These people were cool with you. And
so did Teresa say something like, because now I'm looking at Teresa. So Teresa, did you say something to the effect Margaret has something on everybody? And then he goes back and said, well, fine, I'll get a PI.
The thing with Margaret is when Margaret was the one running her mouth the first season of Louis was on, then that was the first season, and I said, Margaret needs to shut her fucking mouth, because Teresa has told her 2 or 3 times now, and I understand it because I'm the same way. I agree with Teresa on that. So ever since then, Teresa doesn't let shit go, right? No matter how many times she will on camera will forgive Margaret, now Margaret is her enemy. So that gave Louis the Adamo, a right to go after her and hire content creators. Now I'm going to tell you something, because you probably don't realize this, but I had another podcast called Housewives and Headlines recently, last year. And the person I was co-hosting with got a cease and desist from the Gorgas because I didn't know at the time. Allegedly, she was getting paid by Louis to have a smear campaign against the cast, against Frank and Marge. And Louis has done this with multiple people, other podcasts. I'm not going to say who they are, but people know what I'm talking about. So she also fucked me over, like, because that happens, and I didn't realize that she was working for Louis, and I'm not going to drag the Gorgas because I don't agree with it. And I don't agree with the tree stumps. I don't agree with any of it. I don't agree with the negative. This person, I don't want to say her name, but somebody else in the chat can say her name if you want. She's still a content creator. She still has a channel. She still has a podcast, but we don't speak because we had 4 episodes because the season that had to be trashed. And she also only decided, I don't know, it was the whole thing. But anyway, like, the things that he does, I hate. Like, that's something that he did that was like so fucked up. And that's like one thing, but like the things that he did to Margaret, it's all vindictiveness, and nobody knows why. Nobody knows why he was so hell-bent on like smearing people. It doesn't make any sense. Like, everybody was trying to be cool with him because people were happy for Teresa. When Teresa's happy, everybody's happy.
Right.
The fact that she has now no relationships left in her life, none, not a one, man, except for her kids. Like, why do you think that you're going to film with me and be my friend after what you said on at the reunion? Remember, you don't fuck with any of us. Remember?
Right.
Quite clear. She fucking screamed like a banshee at everybody and said nobody's like, she was not friends with anybody except for Jennifer Aiden. Dolores, because Dolores is so Jersey loyal to her on camera and in person, or but like behind closed doors, she tells Teresa when she's wrong. That's what a real friend does, But that show, like, unless they switch the dynamic there, nobody's going to want to watch that shit anymore. I'm not going to watch it. I can't stand watching it.
Oh, so are you gonna review it when it comes back?
No, fuck no, because it's all bullshit. Because everything that's filmed, this happened last season. Everything they filmed before they started filming, they already knew about that sit down. I knew about it. Everybody knew about the sit down with Laura Lee that Teresa had with Jennifer Aiden and Laura Lee that was going to have Melissa exposed as a cheater, and Teresa knowing about it and wanting it to be exposed. So Melissa and Joe knew that. They had Joe. They went to Joe's house. Had Joe come over and try to get him to leave his wife, leave Melissa. Trying to say she's, you know what I mean? Like, to tell your brother to leave his wife after 20 years? What the fuck? Like, so then when they film, that's why that nobody knew they were not going to become friends. And I'm like watching it. I'm like, this is bullshit. We all know with, like, because by the time they got to the finale, Melissa said, I knew the whole time. That's why Joe wasn't coming to this, and that's why we weren't doing this, and that's why you don't see me and Teresa being friends. We had to go through I had to watch a whole season of filming of stuff, and I knew it was fucking bullshit. They knew it was bullshit. And I knew Teresa was setting everybody up, and I knew she wanted that Cheater Gate to come out, and it's all a crock of shit. And Laura Lee's a fucking piece of shit, because that's Margaret's best friend. How do you tell? Of course you know all her secrets. You're her best friend for 40 years. Friend. Why are you telling on her, asshole? What kind of fucking friend does that? And for what
she was going to get on the show. I feel like she thought she was going to get on the show. That was just her wrong play.
How stupid is she? Bravo said no to you 4 fucking times. If you want to be on the show, you stay friends with Margaret, asshole. You don't go against her. You become one of her, but you do what you're doing. We know who fucking the other chick is when she's not on the show. Her assistant, Lexi. We all know who Lexi is. Yeah. Lexi's a character to us. Because you know why? Because she's loyal to Margaret. Yeah. No, Lee, you decide to call the 2 people that are going to laugh at you in the end. Because what they did is laugh at her. Like, you're not going to be our friend. You're a snitch. But thank you.
Word on the street is, I think we talked about this on Monday. Word on the street is Jen Fessler is no longer friends with Margaret too.
Yeah, like Margaret did something. I don't want to talk about it, but like Margaret did something nobody's, and like I don't know.
Okay, so
nothing to do with like her messiness or her having an Arsenal against Arsenal.
Okay, so my question, because my thing was at the end of last season, I just thought there's no way they're gonna keep these girls together. And the logical thing was to go ahead and spin off, because the thing is, I was just like, just take Teresa off, because when they start touting this boldness of this is my show.
Right there, you called it Mimira. Yes. Yeah. I think it's still going on. Still going on. But anyway, yeah.
Okay, so Bravo has a tendency of when a housewife gets too big for their britches, they kind of stroll them off into the sunset, like Vicky Gunvalson and such. So I thought they were going to kind of do the same thing to Teresa, like at the way she was talking, like, this is my show, I'm not going to talk to you guys anymore. Almost like, you're gone, bye-bye.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, just send her on her way and let's see what the ones that are here gives us.
Thank you.
And at the same time, I was just like, I don't want to leave her alone with Louis. I don't want to leave Teresa alone with Louis.
We need eyes on her. That's what I believe that they did. Because they did not want Louis back. They didn't want him. He had the shit that he even did with like the security at the reunion and everything. First of all, nobody's going to film with them. Okay. So that's a problem already. And Melissa and Joe, first of all, they would be fine. If they lost the show, they would still be okay. Okay.
Well, Dolores will always film with Teresa. Dolores never goes against Teresa.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like Danielle and Jennifer
Danielle Cabral, she went against Teresa. Now,
who?
Danielle Cabral, the new girl, she's now against Teresa because she realized that she knew she was being used.
She knew
it. She did it anyway. She did it, and she became the minion, and she literally showed her ass and look stupid as hell. Because
I don't know if she knew she made herself. I feel like she didn't know she was making herself the minion until she made herself the minion. Right. I don't know
Right.
Because she was just like, I'm so sick. Like, girl, get over it. Like, this is like just. And
her brother, do you know her brother sent a cease? The reason why we'll never find out what the deal with her brother is, because when her brother found out she was talking about it on the show, he sent her a cease and desist. That's why she couldn't tell the truth about her brother.
Oh, okay.
They don't want nothing to do with her.
What does she do? It can't be just
she's a weirdo because she's a weirdo. She's such a weirdo.
I feel like she just wants to be a star. I feel like
it is very much so. Very much so.
Yeah.
Her Instagrams are weird. They really are, man. Her TikToks are fucking weird. I can't get into them. I just couldn't understand what she was doing. And now, but my brothers and sisters, they think I'm a joke too. And I would block them too if they were laughing at me. And if they were constantly joking, like making fun of what I do on my social media, I'd block them too. You know what I mean? So obviously, like, that wouldn't be a main reason to like kick you out of my wedding. But, you know, obviously there's like way more to it. But like, I don't know. It just,
So how would you feel about a Teresa spinoff?
That's never going to happen. Listen, Teresa, when you give Andy an ultimatum, and that's kind of what she was doing, you lose. And Teresa is not smart. You guys have to think about this. She's not she's like me. She can't finish a sentence. She has ghostwriters. She does not answer questions. She doesn't know how to have an argument. She doesn't know how to have a discussion. She can't speak, you know what I mean? Like, I can't speak, but so who am I to say? But I'm just saying, Teresa's not smart. She's not a housewife any longer. The way she fights with people is just stupid. She's just dumb. And I'm sorry, Teresa, but you sound stupid trying to sound smart. When you trying to sound smart, you put your foot in your mouth. Mm-hmm. You're trying to have Louis parade himself on your podcast and further abuse Vanessa Reiser emotionally and all kinds of ways. Because I don't know what that judge is thinking. Because he did hire a fucking patient. That has been proven to go into her practice and act like, she was a patient, and to see if Vanessa was talking about him, to see if he was obsessed with her. What fucking, I'm sorry, I got to say this real quick. What effing judge says that's okay and says, you're the problem, Vanessa. You're obsessed with him, Vanessa. And then let him go on. And then Melissa Feaster was not going to have that on her podcast because, and for Teresa to think that's okay, what the fuck is wrong with you? Your brain, what is fucking wrong with you? You know better, but you're not going to say shit because you're so loyal to him. And it's crazy. The shit that he does is fucking whack. He's still doing wacky shit. And why do you think why does she think it's okay for him to hire somebody to do that?
Okay, see, thank you for bringing this back because it reminds me. I feel like he makes her feel protected, and I feel like
I wear Nono's pajamas.
I feel like he makes her feel protected. I feel like maybe I'm really thinking back to how Joe. I feel like how Joe treated her.
Don't you miss Joe for her, man?
I don't know if I miss Joe for her. I just don't feel like this guy is the right guy for her.
No, fuck no.
Universe,
you know why? Because the universe said you didn't learn the first. Well, maybe she did learn the first time.
And it's like he knew how to play her, and I just felt like he knew how to play her. It went too quick.
Louis he is a true narcissist. Listen, Vanessa Reiser's not lying. His partners aren't lying. His partner has done interviews with Dana. Listen, there's so much stuff about him that's so horrible that there's more stuff coming out now, so bad about his company. He preyed on her, and plus he's a narcissist and abuser. And that fucking thing on the beach, we forgave him for that. But this is what Teresa does. She brings this random dude to the dinner table, and look what fucking happens, Teresa. Now done, look what you did. Now we're never going to get rid of him. He has severed every relationship in her life. Yeah. He's not the protector. In the very beginning, she probably felt very protected. I even believed in him in the very beginning. I did. I said, okay, she's happy. I didn't know all the stuff about him. I really didn't. I have digital proof. Me and Erin talking about it. I was on her side with him in the very beginning. And then it's just, I couldn't, when he said the no pajama thing and just things that he was doing. And then I found out about what he hired her. And I'm like, and then she fucked our podcast and she left me hang. Oh my God. The last thing I needed was an issue and have more bad karma on my name or bad juju on my name because my brand always got fucked in the very beginning because I was very I ran my mouth too much. The harsh reality, that was my evil twin. She got me in a lot of trouble. I am the good witch, okay? I don't need any shit on my name since it's been in 2 years, 3 years now. I haven't, that harsh reality's been out of the picture. And then she brings the smoke to my our thing. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Because everybody found out. Yeah. And then everybody found out about the smear campaign because Dana's the one that cracked the case. And then she made up a bunch of lies. Louis had her make up a bunch of lies, a bunch of shit that wasn't true, and put it out there. And that's where the cease and desist came from. And then fuck our podcast. It was so horrible. And then thank God that happened though, because then I would have never turned this back around. Because then after that I was so discouraged that I did bullshit all summer and did like Bravo News, and I recycled news like everybody else does.
Mhm.
It was kind of boring. And I'm like, I need to make a decision. And then I was like, fuck, what am I not? Turn Whose Side Are You On back into a podcast and put it on podcast platforms and make it something. And that way I'm not sitting around going, I need to make a podcast. I'm not doing it. I'm doing this instead. Like that way I could do this and that. This is the podcast. And this is also on the platforms. And I'm also Reality with Kristen Ray because I talk about other shit too. But I should be doing Whose Side Are You On, like I said I would, but like it's kind of hard to argue with like Potomac because I'm not like it's Robin and like no, like whose side am I? I'm not on any of their sides. It's like those girls against the other girls, And I think I think Candace and Wendy need to leave because if not, I think they're going to take their families down. They're going to keep trying to take their families down, and then you got people like Tasha K that'll give you an interview before she even knows the full facts, and people watch Tasha K.
Yeah, Tasha K, she just for me, Tasha K is a shock jock. She just throws things in the air and I don't necessarily want that type of journalism, I guess you could say, because my thing is I want if you're going to be a shock jock, give me the shock and facts.
Real facts though.
Real facts, right? Or things that can be substantiated. Yeah. Like my favorite shock jock of all time is Wendy Williams. That's my girl.
Yes, I miss poor Wendy.
I miss Wendy so much. These last 2 weeks, I'm just like, oh my God, if we had Wendy Williams, it would be amazing.
Oh my God, could you fucking imagine her taking? She was nuts over the stuff with Will.
She would have with Will, with Sean Combs, with all of it.
Oh God, I forgot about that too. Oh my God.
And she was like one of the first people who was talking about it back in the day. Like, so she would have been like, I told you guys, I told you. Replay the clip.
Oh my God, yes, play it back. Yeah. She's doing all right. I don't think this is my theory, okay? And everybody knows I don't call them conspiracies because they're facts. The CIA did make up the word conspiracy. They made that word up. Mm-hmm. But I feel like, maybe she got caught up with the Illume and, they got taken out. And now like Brittany and her, and they're all mush. Their brains are all mush. Like Justin's mush, Brittany's mush, Amanda Bynes is mush, poor Wendy's mush. Like their brains are mush. It's I don't know if they clone them and like now the clones are failing because they're not the same people. It doesn't make sense.
Brittany's they're not the same people. It really is like
scary. And I believe that's
I know people who believe in that. I don't because I feel like it really is like a testament of like what is it? Brain health and your mental health are like can be one and the same. And like, is it like it's drugs? I feel like drugs and whether it's prescription or over the counter and alcohol, like all of that, I feel like is a part of it. And then also, yes, people around them. Like, I feel like there's.
I don't know.
Say it again. I'm sorry. I was talking over you. Go ahead.
No, but I feel like that, but see, Wendy was a functioning addict for a long time, right? Something else is wrong. Like, I don't think it's just drugs and it's not. Like, I feel like it is drugs, but I feel like there's more to it. Like, I don't know. Like, remember she passed out that one time?
She passed out that one time. I feel like, okay, did you see her, gosh, her Lifetime movie?
Yes. Oh,
and God. Then the little after thing that they had, like the one-on-one conversation they had with her.
With her feet? Was that the one with her feet?
Her feet up. Like, I feel like, I don't want to say it started then because I want to say it was all starting then. And I feel like she was also becoming an inside person. Like she always said, like she didn't have to go outside the house. She liked being inside by herself. And then also at the same time, like knowing her divorce settlement, like how her divorce settlement was set up, I was just like, girl, was this a plot? Like, was this all set up?
I mean, what I forgot to, like, I think that affair probably broke her too in a way. That could have broke her mental health. Like
I think the baby, she knew about the affair. She knew about the affair, but I think the baby also set her off. Though she made some quips that she made some lines that were like so funny. It's Journey's birthday. I'm like, oh my God, Wendy.
I know. Like she'd be like, I'm fine now. I'm fine, guys. See, I'm good. I spray painted the house. I'm good. I'm like, Wendy. Jesus, Wendy, are you good? Like, I mean, look, I'm kind of like that too. Like,
Right. I'm like, I'm here for it.
yeah, like I'd be right with her. I'd be spray painting the fuck out of that house. I'd be fucking her all day long, bitch. Let's do it. Just don't tell. I mean, like, let's just go behind the scenes. Don't tell nobody. You know.
Like, I hate the fact that she's not. I hate the fact that she's not around. I really want her to get well. I love the fact that that man signed that divorce agreement where, like, he only got his alimony as long as the show was going and the show was on. Like, you were an idiot, sir. You were an idiot.
Thank God.
Thank God you are. But
he was like the creator of it, right, or something.
Yeah, he likes to claim. Yeah, he claims creation of it. But I mean, it's Wendy. Like, without her,
place Wendy fucking Williams.
Exactly.
And I got pissed when they tried to. I was pissed when they were doing all these, bringing all these people in and like trying to see who was going to replace her.
I'm
like,
I didn't
replacing her. What do you mean? Like, it's not the Wendy Williams show without Wendy Williams.
Yeah, the Wendy passing out was strange. You're right, Mimi.
That didn't sit right with me. That's when I got Illuminati vibes. I'm like, oh man, what are they doing? Like, what's going on with her? But like, I do believe maybe like her mental health because of what Kevin did to her. And then, like we said, she just never really got over it. Like, how could she? How could she?
How could she?
But he fucked her over bad.
Yeah, like my dream would be for her to have a podcast, like for her to like come back, have a podcast once or twice a week. Like, you don't have to be on camera. You could just come through every once in a while. Just talk to us for a good hour and a half, and be out.
Come on YouTube, Wendy. We're all whacked the fuck out over here. Like, Wendy, like, honestly, like at YouTube, she would make. Listen, I think she was a little bit like YouTube's not as, you know what I mean? Like, I think that we understand that she's going through stuff. Like, but at least, like you said, come talk to us. Like, we can have a real conversation with her, you know? Whether she's whacked or not, we don't care. We just love her, you know?
But I just feel like she doesn't have the right people around her. She just doesn't have genuine people who want. Yeah, I feel like the best for her.
Do you think her son does? Like, do you think her son is?
Well, the last thing I remember, should I say, was she didn't want him around, or she was pushing him out too. But that was a while since I've heard.
I wonder why, though. I wonder if, like, because I wonder, like, who does really have her best interest with her money, and to like really take care of her, because she can't take care of herself. I wonder now who is really doing that. Like, I hope that somebody is, and maybe she's not around right now. Maybe she is getting better. I mean, I heard she was staying like with her son at one point and doing really well down there, eating foods and stuff. But then something happened, like she came back up this way. I don't know.
Right. I feel like when she comes, because most of her family is now in Florida,
right?
And like I mean, I don't know how her relationship with her sister is. She had a best friend who lived in Cali. I'm like, where are they? Where are the women to cover this woman? Where are the women?
Exactly. And that's the same thing with like Britney Spears. Like, that's why I don't believe it's really Britney. Where in the fuck is the people that have been in her life that would protect this poor girl? You got to have security, you know, at some point. Like, where are those people that should have been watching your house or like for your whole, like, you know what I mean? Your career, like, where are all your people?
Krista, I just said I don't believe in the clone shit, but Krista, I believe that somebody has cloned Britney. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I swear to you.
Somebody has cloned Britney.
Weird. Like, we have not really, and the proof of life, her speaking in a British voice going after a basketball player, you really would think that we believe that Britney Spears is that stupid? If we're the real Britney Spears would never bust through security talking in British to say hi to a basketball player. Like, I feel like it's like a, you know, not a clone, or like, if it's not her clone, it's like the person trying to, like, that has like the green eyes, not the blue eyes, or like, it's just weird. Like,
weird. And like, she's constantly dancing in the thing. I'm like, oh my God, what are we doing, Britney?
Why are you in that? I don't know where that is. And then it's a different place. It's like nobody who's doing the camera, who's holding the camera, like, who is like, why are you not doing interviews for your book? Like, you know,
is that like, I feel like some of those videos are old videos as well. I feel like those are old videos that she might have, you know, brought back or clipped or didn't show or something like that, because she might have been dancing all day long that day.
Who the fuck does that? Nobody does that all day long. I'm sorry, but like, seriously.
She misses being on set. I don't know. She misses.
Like, come on, like, the fuck out of here. Like, that's not you, Brittany. Like, and I'm like the popcorn planet guy. He's like, come to my studio. Like, Brittany, we love you. We are the ones who will protect you. Please come to our studio. You're safe here. Like, you can, like, you're not safe with your parents. Obviously, you're not safe with no friends. Like, we all care. Like, you know what I mean? He was calling out. He really is affected. Like, I feel the same way. I'm like, where is Brittany? And what is wrong with you? Like,
Yeah.
if it's you, where is the person protecting her? Why is her mother not protecting her? The book is weird as fuck.
You've read the book?
No, but like I heard, but like Dana did. She covered the book, so she was reading it to us, basically, I guess, and like the main parts of it. And I'm like, she wrote that? She wouldn't write. Like, come on, like she can't even fucking put a sentence together. And you mean to tell me she wrote a book?
I feel like she was definitely helped for sure, but
really helped.
She was helped.
And I believe that person, what's her name? The one that's within the Kardashians, the manager lady. She took $600 million of Britney's money and like just funneled it through the Kardashians. The lady, what's her name? She's Lou Taylor. She's like literally like Justin's manager, Britney's manager. She's not Britney's manager. She's like all the famous people's managers, and she got all their money. And somehow, allegedly, I think it's like, I think you can say allegedly, right? I have to say allegedly because it's not proven yet. But like, apparently, she funneled $600 million of Britney's money for her dad through the Kardashians. Yeah. And I actually can probably get the Dana's links, the links that were the guy just talking about it. And Dana has a little bit of proof too that it was happened. Yeah, the Kardashians are bad, man. They're not good fucking people. I knew something was wrong. There was no way that we cared that much about, like, there's no way that we were like that, like obsessed with these people for so long. Go
ahead. They had some guy who I was watching Heather McDonald's podcast yesterday, and she had the guy who's supposed to be on the documentary with her. Like, I'm just like, oh, y'all made me want to watch a documentary.
You watched it, right?
Yeah.
He said it all, didn't he?
He said it all. I was just like, I believed some of that stuff before, but I really believe it now.
Isn't it crazy about the sex tape stuff?
Yes, like she has them all, and she and Ray J, like he had like the stuff they've already seen. I'm like, oh, like we're just like producing shows. We're just producing more content and more shows to make us seem interesting, and F anybody who gets in our way of making us seem like the angels and make us coming up like roses. Like, I can't, like, roses really smell like boo-boo.
Yeah, I suggest you guys watched Heather McDonald's interview, or Jerry Weintraub was on there, guys.
Okay.
When you see him, fucking, you'll know. I knew exactly when I see him. I was like, oh, that fucking guy. He just laid it all out, and he explained a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
that we were probably a little confused about. Maybe we thought it might be true. How it works with like porn stuff, and maybe did they know or did they not know? Solomon and like Kim and like Paris. But to find out that like you can't really leak it, I now you can't leak it, but like they obviously, but did you find out they shot another one just to fucking release it?
Right, that part.
Like all this time, I feel bad for Kim, right? No,
she had a plot and a plan, and her mama was in on it. Like,
why did I think of that shit? No, but like for real, your mom let it happen.
Yeah, wow.
Like, I'm done with this shit, Kanye. What the fuck are you doing, man?
Yeah, that part, Kanye. And I feel like Kanye,
he knew there was another tape. He knew it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He's not crazy. Kanye's fucking right. Everything he says, he spells it. He says it. He says the Illuminati. He says it. He said they're trying to kill me. That's why he married his girlfriend, because they were trying to get him under conservatorship. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Ashley curse, man. Every man that gets involved with them, bad shit happens to them.
Bad shit happens.
Where's Corey? Where's Corey?
She probably sent him to an island somewhere to live his best life. Corey.
Guess who Corey Gamble's mom is, guys?
I think I know this. Who is it?
Mary Kay Cosmetics.
What?
I am not fucking with you guys.
Are you serious?
I fucking swear to God, sorry, I'm cursing. I can't listen. This was on.
I can't even Google it. What?
Listen, yes, Google who Corey Gamble's mom is. You're gonna die. He's been rich as fuck this whole time. Yeah, Dana had Dana. Listen, I permanently linked Dana Wilkie's Patreon to my description on the Patreon and on the podcast side too, because everything that I'm telling you, comes from her stuff.
Oh, Dana said that?
Yes, and it's.
Oh, I don't have to Google it. I don't have to Google it.
No, Google it. No, seriously, because I
can't
think
Google right now, but I will when I'm off.
I'll do it. Hold on, I forgot my phone's right here. I'm an idiot. And just get back in it. But like, I was shocked, and like, like apparently, like, I don't know why there's a whole story about why they got together. It's like very dark and weird, and like, and oh my God, like think about everything bad that's been happened. Like it's like that guy said Scott's screwed for life over a court. Like he messed up with Courtney. And now look how she's. Oh my God, it's weird. I didn't watch one whole episode, not one, because I started to believe like a couple years ago. I guess, I don't know, I started to believe more in everything, all the other stuff, like I say this reality TV and the other reality is, but I know everything about both, and that's it. I don't know anything else. I know everything about reality TV, Bravo stuff, and reality TV, and I know everything about like the reality of the universe and how it works and all that. I feel like I'm like, a genius at it shit. I don't know how, but like, that's all I've been doing for like 3 years is figuring it out, like believing in that stuff. So anyway, so when I heard, I for some reason, the Kardashians, I was like, there's something up with them. They're not that, like, why are they this famous? Like, that's something they're paying people, like, something's up with that. And then, like, I kind of looked into, like, like, Femme Tarot, she does the show, and she explains a lot of this stuff. Like, she really believes in that stuff, too. And she talks about, like, how the family curses on it and for the men to get, like, screwed. Look at, like, what happened to, like, the dad. He defended O.J. Simpson, and then he died from cancer. And then look what happened to like all the guys, like
all the guys, all the men, even Rob, like, dude, like
Rob fucked up. Bruce had to pretend to be a man because he couldn't be himself for 25 years. They fucked him over big time. They still fuck him over.
Yeah.
Like, look what happened to fucking Chris, the dude, the Humphreys. Look what happened to fucking what's his name? Chloe's husband.
Omar.
Poor whatever. Yeah, poor Lamar, man.
Lamar, that's it, Lamar.
I'm telling you, man, this is what got me. Listen, this is really bad. The two things. So right before our podcasts became a thing, we were blogging still. Podcasts were about to start. What got me in trouble is when Facebook started to ban you for cursing and threatening people, and you couldn't really say things, but like so I'm not a blogger, but I would go on other people's like Facebook groups, and I would talk about reality TV, like I would talk about it, right? But I would run my mouth. But what got me the fucking ban for life was I did the Kardashian curse, and I added my own thing to it, and I put it on Facebook, and that was my last. I basically knew better, and that was my last thing, and it banned me for life. I did it.
Oh damn.
Because I was like, and I fucking said thank you, Chris Carter. I just called Chris a fucking. I did it. I should find it. The funny thing about this is I stream live right now, right, on YouTube, on Twitter, and on Facebook, and you hear how I talk, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know how I get away with it on Facebook, streaming on Facebook now, because I cannot type this shit. I am fucking really, like, the harsh reality is shadow banned for life. From everybody's Facebook groups, they were reporting me. That Peter's Facebook group reported the shit out of me. I had to change my whole name and everything.
Oh, wow.
Like, I had to change my own Instagram, like, from the harsh reality to... I was the unpopular opinion. Dana's like, be the unpopular opinion. I'm like, oh,
but no issues with the videos.
Huh?
But no issues with the videos.
Isn't that fucking weird?
Yeah.
I gotta stop cursing. It's really bad. I really have to stop cursing. I have to stop saying F. Yo, my eye is fucked. Can you see how bad it looks, guys? I don't even want to see you. It's embarrassing. It's getting worse. Look at my fucking eye. Do you see how it's closed?
When you point it out, I see it. When you don't point it out, I don't see it.
Oh my God, guys. It's fucking really bad. Oh my God, it hurts bad. I really fucked my eye up.
What did you do?
How I've been doing this. I've been putting eyelashes on for like a year now. Somehow I've managed to have glue get stuck like somehow underneath my eyelid, somehow weird and they got all clumped together, and I didn't realize it for like the last week or two. I'm putting my eyeliner on, and I'm like, this is weird. There's like my eyelid's lumpy. That's fucking weird. Oh, my eyelashes I don't have any eyelashes. I'm like, oh, something's weird with my eyes, right? I didn't realize what was happening. And then I'm starting to look, and I'm like, oh my God, my skin and my skin was glued kind of clumped down and like clustered my real eyelashes. And I must have not been like really washing it off every time I take my eyelashes off and put them back on, because it's bad. And I have to really probably go to the eye doctor, because because my dumbass put them on again today. I keep putting them back on. That's fucking stupid of me, right? God forbid.
You might have to go ahead. I'm saying you might have to like just leave them off for like a couple of days.
Does that happen to anybody else? I don't know. I'm not very. I don't know. No, I did. Terry, I think it's because I started to use the bonding one instead of the glue, because it worked better. And I kind of bonded my eyelashes got like clumped underneath of my eyelid. My skin's like, it's fucked really bad. It's really fucking bad. So I'm trying to rip it off, but I'm bleeding, and then I have to put my makeup on and do this.
Not bleeding. Oh my gosh.
You don't understand. I'm a fucked up person. Why? God forbid I don't wear makeup. I'm an asshole. Like, I won't come on camera without my shit. Like, I'm an asshole.
That's why I'm not on camera right now.
I should probably just I should probably Friday leave my eye. I should probably not come on camera Friday, but I have to do Salt Lake and Beverly Hills because I'm Team Monica, guys. And guess what? She follows me. She reposts my stories.
Oh, yay.
She laughs about the stuff I say about her mom, and like I'm Team her and everything. I'm so dumb. I know, Mama Bear. There's Mama Bear right there yelling at me. I know, Mom. I have to.
I'm interested to see what you say about. I'm interested to see what you say about the argument at the end of Salt Lake City this week.
Liz, did you watch it already?
Yeah, I watched it already. I'm just interested to see what you have to say.
Give me a hint of what it is. You can tell me what it is, because I kind of jumped ahead already, I think, last week with it, but tell me what it was about.
Well, oh wow. Put me on the spot. No, it's not bad. Okay. So it's more like, for me, the issue raises, I understand where Monica comes from, because there's one point where it does feel like Lisa is the one who started the fight, but everybody is mad at me. Okay. Yet again. And so, and that's how I feel about it, pretty much. They ask a question, Lisa responds, and she makes the first jab. And it's just like, what do you want me to do? You want me to be like, oh, okay, Lisa, so now let's have a kumbaya moment. I'm sorry, say that again?
You're Monica, right? And you're saying like,
I'm Monica. Yeah, I'm Monica. Okay. A question is asked, a game question, because these games are not. Someone asked a game question. Okay. The first person they asked to respond to this game question is Lisa. Okay. Lisa's negative response is towards Monica, Monica. Okay. At this point, you want me to be kumbaya with her now? Like, Monica is going to respond. She's going to respond. Right. Yep. And so she responds in the situation. And when she responds, everybody gets mad at Monica. Monica, calm down. You're being lethal. You're being vicious. What? She started it. She started it. And surprisingly, should I keep going? I don't know.
Go ahead.
Surprisingly, Lisa actually apologizes.
To Monica?
To Monica, yeah. Lisa ends up apologizing to Monica about the situation, because she literally sees where she's wrong in this whole situation. Yeah. She literally sees. And yeah, Heather started by asking the question, what does she expect? Like, what did she expect? And then now you want a kumbaya moment. And then now after she's apologized, like, her whole energy is down. And I feel like now it's almost like, what are we going to do now? Because Monica is so upset about the situation. And I think I probably would have been as upset as she was.
Yeah. But by what Lisa said?
I'm sorry, by what Lisa said. I think it was, they were having Pioneer games. And Pioneer games, and they had a Pioneer game question. And the question was, our wagon is heavy, is overloaded. Who first are you going to throw off the wagon in the group? Who are you going to throw off the wagon first?
What a fucking question.
It was a fucked up question. And I really wish that...
I lost you.
I'm here. I have to go in a minute because my husband's on the way home. But it was a fucked up question. I agree, but I really feel I hate that Heather started with Lisa first. She knew what she did when she started with Lisa first.
And Lisa
Lisa said Monica. She knew what she did when she started with Lisa first. And now they're about to go on a trip, and Monica doesn't want to go.
I don't blame her. Would you?
Yeah, I don't exactly. I don't blame her. I don't blame her.
I mean, and like the fact that like it's gonna come out too, like they get mad at her because she's the one that if she didn't give her real name, and Heather finds out, oh, you're the one that was suing me. Oh, let's make a big deal out of that. You know,
And it also makes me sad watching it now because I actually like Heather and Monica's dynamic. They are so like fun together. Like they actually have fun together. I feel like it was a real friendship that was developing.
Heather had to ruin it, like because Heather did feel that they did feel bad for her and understood what her mom was doing to her.
Right.
And I thought that was going to be good for Monica, you know. And to see her turn around and do this shit to her, it's like, Heather, you're a fucking piece of shit. Like you are such a fucking disloyal cunt.
She is disloyal, but she is disloyal. I like Heather, but she is disloyal. I'm gonna try to come back and talk with you on Friday, but I have to go. My husband is calling because he's worried about me. Our dog just passed, and like he's really worried about me, so I have to.
Aww.
I know, yeah. I was so sad, but Krista, thank you so much for going live today and talking to me because you actually brightened my day. This is like the first time I haven't cried in like in 2 hours. So thank you.
Love and light too, please. I love you. Oh my God.
I love you too, Krista. You're great. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much too. For really, honestly, like you made my day. Okay.
You do the same. You do the same for me. Bye.
I love it. Okay. Oh, guys, like we all know how that feels. You guys know I lost my dog last year, and you know that Dana's dog Dana had to put her dog down. I think she said it was her dog that just passed. But guys, I gotta go. Look at my eye. I can't keep it open. I must have really fucked it up, guys, and it hurts. Yeah, I know. Did you hear what she said? That makes me feel good. Like I'm not monetized. I don't do this for money. Like I love talking about this stuff, and I love the fact that like somebody that I didn't know watched me is watching me and wanted to come on, and she's been spent like a couple hours the other day on here, and we just been on here for 2 hours. I didn't even realize 2 hours had just gone by, you know, and just talking about different stuff like, you know, Potomac's okay and everything, but like there's not much we can fucking say about it. And guys, I gotta go fucking put ice on my eye. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Because you'll see me go nuts about it on Friday. Because I am Team Monica, and yeah, I love and light to her, and like, yeah, I'm glad that we can like that. Honestly, like, if anything, Bravo, it brings us out of whatever we're dealing with, you know. And honestly, and I feel like when we're going through stuff, like we relate to the ladies and the stuff. Like that's why I always say, like, I'm not perfect, right? Like I'm fucking far from it. You just know that. I talk about it. I'm an open book. So when I see what people go through on here, I have a different perspective, and I can explain maybe some things. Like, don't always agree with it, but like I can understand why people act a certain way, you know, or you know, like with Monica, people don't see her side, but I see her side of it. Like I, you know, I don't know. It's crazy. Like especially with the criminal stuff. Like I try to explain it. I just don't understand why it would go on camera. It doesn't make any sense to me. But like, you know, it's like, I don't know. My eye really fucked up. You guys know what I mean. I love the fact that we have people that have different perspectives and opposite. I welcome opposing opinions. I say this all the time because we're not a cult. Definitely, we're not cult people. I don't expect anybody to agree with me. And if you do disagree, I like to hear other sides and perspectives. But Jesus Christ, my eye's killing me. I gotta go. I will see you guys on Friday. I could see, like, I can't take a day off. I might not wear makeup on Friday. Maybe you'll see me without makeup because this has to be healed. Because I can't see, and I lost my glasses. And I see everybody that's watching on Twitter and Facebook and all that. And I love you guys. I can see you guys, and nobody else can unless you guys talk in the chat. But yeah, I gotta go. My eyes fucking killing me. But I love you guys. Make sure oh my God, yes, please hit the notification bell. Please hit the like. You guys do hit the like, but please hit the notification bell. And please hit the all as well. Because if you hit all, even if I do get shadow banned for my cursing, which I'm probably gonna have to edit the way out. I say that, but I won't. But if I do, like, you'll still get I don't know. Do you guys get the notification? Please let me know real quick. If you guys get notifications when I'm live. I know, Mamir, I love it. I know, thank you. I did. This is great. Like, honestly, I love that you guys show up every week. And I know you don't have to. Everybody has lives. Oh, happy Thanksgiving, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Erin, love you. Miss you. Erin, please call me so we can talk. Oh, Michelle, Yes. You did say, I thought what you said was what you said. We love you. And thank you so much for, like, it makes me feel good that, like, I said I'm not monetized. So, like, even this is what I do this for, because I love this so much. And they're never, like, and somebody sucks the joy out of it for me, it makes me angry. But then I always come back to it. And guys, I never gave up. I don't ever give up. As much shit as I talk, and I can't deal with Jersey, and it affects me in a certain way, I know better. I'll talk about it off season, and I won't make a live about it. But if somebody wants to bring it up, I will talk about it. But Aaron, I will call you. Okay, just let me go take care of my eye, and then I'm going to call you if you're not busy, if you're not free. And everybody I love you guys. You guys always come back. And I guess if not, happy Thanksgiving. And Friday, I will be back, because we have to talk about Salt Lake. And I'm so excited because I told you that, like, I'm really enjoying Beverly Hills as well. And these lives are getting fun because, I have somebody, people are calling in, and I welcome everybody calling. I dropped the link for everybody. It's an open panel. I say it all the time. I'm going to keep it that way because, I don't, and I probably have to get a monitors or whatever, a mod soon, but not yet, not up there yet. But people hit the notifications, even the replay people, like, God forbid, I'm getting all these, like, subscribers, but I don't think they're getting notifications, and, like, they watch it afterwards. But I love to interact with everyone. That's why I say, like, if also on Whose Side Are You On side, the chapters and the titles, even though these are long episodes, on the podcast side, it has chapters and titles, and chapters and timestamps, and it goes through everything we talked about. And there's also transcripts on there. You don't even have to, listen to everything. Go to, like, wherever it literally breaks down. AI breaks down the entire thing for me. Even when I talk about my eye and I curse, it breaks it down. It's funny. But it's really cool, and that's the podcast side. That's only audio. And if you're over there, please give me a 5-star review. It doesn't make any sense. All of my downloads, and nobody's rating me. I only have like 5 ratings. But I love you guys. You don't have to do all that stuff, but I love you. And I will see you on Friday. And I will promise you, I will come. Listen, I will come on camera without makeup. It'll be the first time ever and the only time ever. But I will do that for you guys. And I don't know why I'm saying that. Like, you guys give a shit. I love you. Goodbye. Do all that stuff for me. Bye. Happy Thanksgiving.